Hello friends and welcome. Recently I discovered Dota 2 speedrunning and it's been really cool. There's a lot of fun and creativity there, so I decided to grab the world record holder to share a little bit more about this with you. Hello, it's me, world record speedrunner. That's right, I claimed the #1 spot yesterday on stream. I stand on top of 7 other people in this category and it was easy. This run is dead. See, this is where, damn it, I didn't buy my stuff. All right, we're dead. No, shit. I've been experimenting with like, oh, I can read a chat message. It's the first wave. We have done this wave so many times. I'm sure I can do it. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Shit. Ah, we killed the courier. Oh no. Okay, it's a disaster actually. Oh, I missed microed. Oh shit. What? I'm done. Maybe this will help me jungle faster actually. Maybe they'll keep my passive down. No, they're gonna kill me. Damn it. I lost focus. I wasn't armed toggling. Oh, I should have body blocked this. Stay out of the tower, stay out of the tower, stay out of the tower, stay out of the tower. Yes! Come here, creep. Come here, courier. Damn it. How can the tower see that? It was in the trees. Oh shit. It must have been like right here. Oh, I thought I moved it around. Damn it. What did I do that for? Ah, shit. Jokes aside, it's a very chill time. No toxic teammates griefing you. It's just you griefing yourself as you try many times to get the world record, but it's like an event mode. When the battle pass comes out, eventually you beat it and it feels great. For the 1 versus 0 category, all you have to do is open up an empty lobby, no bots, no cheats, and beat the game as fast as you can. It's very straightforward, but there's a lot of room for creativity. I still decided to just copy what other leaderboard runs were doing because I figured, they've done it more than I have, but I made a few adaptations that I thought might make the run more efficient. The core strategy is to rush armlet because you can armlet toggle the towers. That way you don't have to wait for your creeps and you can just run it down mid as fast as you can. You're going to start with burning spears because it'll allow you to kill a creep in the top lane before TPing mid. That way you just get a bit more gold to get that armlet a little bit faster. I think if you start with Berserker's Blood, it's probably still doable. You hit level 2 pretty quickly. In the same way I start with Blades of Attack, you could probably start with Gloves of Haste. It's probably not a huge deal. I didn't really test it out further. Maybe it is more optimal. But you'll hit level 2 pretty quickly, and that's why I'm running through this tower to take some damage. That way, as soon as I'm level 2, I will get attack speed. The max attack speed comes when you're at 10% health or lower. So you'll see me do a couple optimization things to try to stay in that range. I think there's still more work to be done there if you really wanted to push this category, but that's generally what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stay as low health as possible, but there is a balance in the first few minutes because we are going to be tanking some creeps ourselves. So we want low health to attack faster, but enough health so that we don't get killed while tanking those creeps. You'll see that a bit later. I started with 2 observers. Some people were just using it for high ground vision, but I thought of something else to use them for. You're going to see them in a little bit. So I'm actually going to buy a 3rd observer soon. It's going to slow down my courier because it's a consumable, but I'll get it with the Gloves of Haste. The few seconds difference I think is not a huge deal, and I can't buy it later because after you buy the Gloves of Haste, you're actually going to send your courier to the enemy base where it's faster since you're on their half of the map, and you have to do a little bit of courier micro, but I don't want that to be slowed down at that stage because we want that armlet as fast as possible. So here, 4 attacks with burning spears will kill the range creep and you can start walking to the bounty. Then we're going to TP mid. Depending how the creeps meet, you have to adjust a little bit. I won't go into the details here, but pretty much you want to attack as much as possible. Don't tank the enemy range creep because your creeps won't take enough damage. You need them to die fast enough that the next wave won't meet under the tower, under the enemy tower, but you want them healthy enough that they can help you chip down the enemy tower so that we can kill it faster. So it's kind of a balance, but typically as long as you attack as fast as you can without attacking the range creep, but killing the range creep first with 4 burning spear attacks, that will work out. And then just go for the last hits. Angle your way so that you can get that top bounty rune as quickly as possible. Kill the next wave, get all the last hits, We're going to get the bottom bounty next, and in that time, we're going to buy our courier stuff. We're going to buy the Gloves of Haste and the Observer, have it come out, and then micro it over to the hard camp. Some people were just sending it over to the enemy base, waiting for it to be level 4 so they can fly over, but I found that I was sometimes losing sight of the creeps over here. And as long as you are there, the creeps won't kill your courier. So I'm going to use the courier for vision and then send it over to the enemy base. I don't know if that was really that big of a deal, but it helped a little bit. So here again, we're just kind of rushing through it. We need to kill this wave so that we can then run through and intercept the next wave. We can do a couple attacks as we go, but we're going to take our second point in Burning Spears, because now instead of 3 attacks, it's 4 attacks to kill a range creep, and then 5 Burning Spear attacks to kill the melee creeps. So I'm going to hit this twice to get the burn damage going, and then hit the range creep to get that killed off. I'm going to finish hitting this one 5 times, run through this choke point, and then hit this one 5 times, run over here. Originally, I was trying to kill all the creeps before getting to this camp, but I realized that that's hard, especially because I'm trying to stack it where other people weren't. So I realized you could just leave one creep alive, and that way, as the jungle creeps walk back and forth, sometimes you have nothing to hit, and you can just kill the melee creep in that time. Plus, the melee creep helps you stay low health. When we're staying out of range, sometimes we don't take any damage. Even though we're using Burning Spears, we're regenning enough. So then we go above our 10% threshold. So by keeping a creep alive, you can stay in that 10% range more. The faster you can kill off one camp, the better, to hit level 4 to then kill the rest of the creeps more. You'll notice we miss one range creep, but we actually got here for XP, which is better than usual. Depending on the camps, you may miss more. War Pines and Trolls are the worst. The other 4 are all fine, in my opinion. You'll typically lose one melee creep at least. Depending how the creeps meet, sometimes it's the banner creep, which sucks, and technically is probably a reset, but it might just be a melee creep, in which case I think that's fine because we're getting extra gold from the stacked camp. Here, we want to kill off the range creep and one other melee creep, and then tank these 2. 2 melee creeps will whittle your health down slowly. 1 melee creep, you'll slowly regen. So we just want to optimize to stay in that 10% range so that we can kill this tower faster. So it's going to drop here. You need the last hit. I lost a lot of runs not getting the last hits. Shit! But once you get the tower, you finish off this wave, and you should have the money for the armlet, depending on how well you've been last hitting. You don't need to get every single last hit. In fact, I missed like 1 or 2 here, but obviously the more you get, the sooner you can get armlets, and maybe extra items after that, like the Blightstone faster to speed up some of this stuff. So once you pick up the armlet, which you have to do this micro here to make sure it doesn't die, you need to make sure you tank the towers for your creeps. Otherwise, they are going to get killed off by the tower, and we want them as healthy as possible because they're going to do damage to the tower for us, which will speed things up. But there's no way to draw aggro from the tower since there's no enemy heroes. So we need to make sure we run under the tower first with our armlet, and then don't accidentally A-click any of your creeps to lose the aggro. Before the next wave spawns, I'm going to come place our observers over here. This is within the tower, so the enemy team can see it, but the tower's attacking me, so it's not hitting the observers. The enemy creeps are now going to waste time on those observers instead of killing my creeps. This gives me the maximum amount of time for the creeps to help me take this tower, and then we're going to fortify to keep the creeps alive because we can finish this tower, but I still want as many creeps alive as possible to help me kill the next creep waves and the next towers. If you have like 4 versus 4 creeps, they're all going to die, both sides. But if we have like 12 creeps versus 4 creeps, our creeps pretty much decimate the enemy creeps without losing anything. So here, we just need to finish up one more tower. If I had better micro, I think the Blightstone would come here like right now, but I kind of messed it up. If I had the Blightstone, this tower would fall faster. But from here, it's kind of like rinse and repeat. Tank the tower for your creeps, buy items, so Blightstone into Orb of Corrosion, into like Gloves of Haste and maybe some Iron Branches to like fill out the gold. I was getting a couple extra last hits. I'm not sure how much like value that is compared to just attacking buildings faster, but I decided to try to kill some of these buildings a bit more than other runs were doing because I want these creeps to help me kill the towers and the ancient. So in between hitting the tower, I'm going to occasionally attack the barracks to apply a Blightstone to it and to apply the Orb of Corrosion passive to it. Unfortunately, I lost my courier here, so I actually could have bought like 2 or 3 more Gloves of Haste to speed up the run a few more seconds, and I actually thought the run was dead, but I guess we did well enough. We had a lot of creeps here, more than usual, and they helped me to finish the game. So that's why I want to kill the buildings and get the creeps here. Another reason for that is because I figured every time we armlet toggle, we go above the 10% threshold, but if the creeps actually tank it for me, I can get to like below 10% health and then keep the armlet on to get the full benefits, but not toggle to lose the 10% passive. In the end, I didn't quite get that right. That's something I would optimize if I redid this. But here you see I'm just like killing buildings. Unfortunately, the catapult is not helping us at all because it's distracted by other buildings and other creeps. But at this point, this is where I would try to like balance finishing this tower while below 10%. But unfortunately, I had to like armlet toggle again, and so I ended up above 10%. And from here, all right, hands up. This is world record or not? Let's find out. We could have like 3 gloves of haste. I think we got it though. Woohoo! All right, you at least need the orb of corrosion. Wow, we beat it by a lot.
The RUNNN.
I'm glad. How many? That took like, in total, I feel like in terms of like testing things and then finally attempting, that was probably like 10 hours in total. Probably like 6 hours of like just trying this run.